Hey, it's Will with LUSB.
And Ian.
We're here today to talk a little bit about what's coming up. We haven't been on the tube for a bit. I am no longer on Instagram. For those of you that try and message me on Instagram, you're actually talking to him, not me.
Sorry about that.
So we've got very special event this weekend. We are attending the Veteran Overland Muster this weekend. For those of you that don't know, muster stands for, it's military term for assembly. So we're getting together with the guys from VO. They've got some really cool product stuff coming out, and they do incredible work with veterans, taking them out and showing them the outdoors and in sponsored environments, which I think is really, really critical work. And we support it wholeheartedly. They are our philanthropic effort, and we're very excited to partner with them on a bunch of new stuff, and really excited to just hang out for the weekend.
Yeah, it should be good. I think weather's supposed to be pretty nice. It'll just be nice to be around like-minded people. It'll be fun.
We are going to change the way we produce things a little bit. We are on our Shopify store. We are going to be putting batches of products up so that we can better manage our production flow. If you saw our video about Oscar being missing, we're having a similar circumstance with all of our products right now. In our lift bag series, in our recreational stuff, and our OEM products that we manufacture for others, what we're finding is the supply chain and our capacities are all constrained. So we may get tons of supplies in, or we're waiting, and then everything has to happen at once. And it creates this crazy yo-yoing effect with our production cycles with no predictability. So what we thought we would try is to use a model that a lot of folks do, and that is to build our batches, post them online, make those products available. We'll do an announcement on what products are coming up. We'll probably put that maybe in the newsletter, and maybe on social media we'll give an announcement of what items are coming, when they're going to be up, and what the quantity is. And that way, when you go on our site, if you see that it's sold out, right? And you'll know when the next set is going to be appearing and when you may be able to purchase that. We're sorry for the inconvenience. We don't love the idea of doing this, but I think it's going to be best managed this way moving forward for a period of time until things stabilize a little bit.
It'll help us better communicating with you guys so that you actually know what's going on, instead of, hey, when are Oscars coming back? It's, here's the lot, and you'll know that new lot is always coming up. Yeah. So it's a little bit more of an open eye to what we're doing and gives you better answers to your questions. We know this sucks, but we're trying to do new techniques so that we can better serve you guys in all of our categories that we serve.
Yeah. We're going through all these different production changes, and sometimes they're painful, but they're incredibly helpful because we're getting better at what we do. And that's really the important thing, is that we can build a better foundation for everybody. Our workflow has a better foundation, and then we can produce in a more consistent manner for the future. So we've had to strip off a lot of what we did in the past, and a lot of bad habits, old tribal knowledge, things like that, create new processes and workflows that actually make more sense for us and are predictable.
Right.
And that's really the key.
One of the other things we're never going to do is sacrifice quality. Quality's always been our number one thing. We're not going to sacrifice that. And so that's another thing that adds a little bit of time to what we do, because we are very critical on our quality that comes out of here. And that's something we won't ever change.
We are, and that's part of the reason why we don't build in as big of lots. Oftentimes we do that because we want to allow ourselves the ability to be flexible with modifications or revisions to products when we find that things aren't working as well in the field as we hoped. We might make a slight modification to it and then change it up. And that gives us some flexibility there. But that is also chaotic to a point, right? So building in this manner will kind of replicate that, but we'll have some predictability because we're going to focus on building small lots of high quality goods that we can deliver on a schedule, I should say. Yeah.
So hopefully this kind of gives you guys a little bit more of a light shined on what we're doing, so you kind of know what's coming. We're excited about, the new operation ideas that we're coming up with. We're also excited about a couple new products we have coming out. We've talked to you guys about them. We're not just talking about them, they're actually getting tested. on some of the products we have talked to you guys about. We're getting pretty close to finally weaning out some of the issues that we found before we actually produce it. So we should this summer have that product out. We're not putting a timeline on it because, again, we're trying to work on what issues are with it before we actually put it out in production. Yeah. But there is a product coming.
Yeah, it's funny. I would love to say, I thought by June or so, June 1st, we would have one new massive addition to the line. And it didn't happen primarily because of a bunch of different resource issues. One is that we're really heavily impacted with development right now in all aspects. Our laser was down for it's been down for almost 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, pushing a month.
Yeah, pushing a month. Our laser cutter has been down. That really slows us down because everything else has to get pushed over. Cool.
Thank you guys.
Yep, thanks. Have a good weekend.